Huh? Where are my drops? Huh? You said I was getting dropped? Huh? Oh my god, ads!
Or even move you.
Yeah, cringe,
Oh my god,
cringe.
ads. Everyone got their cup of tea?
A storyteller's
Everyone got their
secret
Mickeys?
must be just
Oh.
I don't have any, unfortunately.
Whoa, do you want me to give you a bourbon?
Yes, please. Oh,
Hello, Dutch! How are the kids? Whoa, hello, Toasty! Oh my god, who did I miss? White's back. Fucking pre-show! I rushed up those stairs realising I was 31 minutes late! Oh fuck, it's 31! Oh my god, it's echoing. Looks like just in time, yeah. Queen, woo! You know, I really appreciated Queen Reki, you taking part of that hashtag meme queens are my queens. Fucking love that. Yeah. Do you know what, Hollow? Do you know what? You can actually go fuck yourselves, you know? You know, there's been so many good games, and I'm getting sick and tired of people always pointing out the bad
shit.
ones.
8 minutes.
Fucking hell, I'm gonna finish all my biscuits.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to make another cup of tea.
Yeah. Oh my god, go away.
Oh, Stealth is on his own down there.
Drag him in. Bitch, I'm streaming.
Yeah. Hi, Stealth.
Alright, talk to you in a
I
bit.
notice you're on your own. So
Love you, bye.
Do you guys not watch the reveal?
Yes, we watched it on.
Hey, you got a 50 biddies, Dutch. Thank you, thank you. Can we get a speech about pocket chat, please? The biddies and titties and blah 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 blah.
The who, what, when, what, when?
Bits.
Yes.
Lovely bits.
Damn, thank you for those biddies for some herpes. No. Hell no. I honestly don't see why I rushed up those stairs. Fucking, they said it would start at 7:30. I was like, okay, well, they're gonna be already streaming, you know.
Well, why can't I see the fucking thingy live?
Where's my drops at? I was promised drops. Where's my drops? Where's my drops?
It's all lies.
I was promised drops on my channel, so where are my drops? Hello? Scammed? Where's the drops at?
Amaz?
And Dams.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, imagine.
To be fair, the mainstream doesn't appear to have drops either.
Mm.
So I think they just might not be enabled yet.
Okay. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Bam bam. Bam bam. Dum dum dum. Sorry. Same drum beat. Yeah, there's ginger on that biscuit.
Ginger on the bourbon. Ugh.
What?
Oh.
Ginger in the bourbon biscuit.
Someone's been mixing my their hobnobs and biscuits.
Ginger biscuits and
No.
Yeah.
Hello, Johnny. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a sexy Happy Sunday, my darling. Can we get love in chat, please? Oh. There's an Auschwitz map. Oh my god, it's Ada Bartlett University. World War War. Hey Bartlett, how does it feel to own a university? I'm getting full of these biscuits and I'm gonna fall asleep by the time the reveal happens.
Stop eating.
I want 3 more. Well, it was a great map, changed my mind.
It's coming back.
No, I don't want to change your mind because you're entitled to your own opinion, so...
Yeah. Have that.
Have that! What's the fucking phrase? I can't remember the phrase. I can't remember the phrase. Put that in your... Put that in
I
your...
can smoke it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Or go fuck yourself.
Oh, whoa!
Happy go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for enough of these biscuits.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm still got 3 minutes.
3 more minutes.
Why do you hate me?
Suspense is killing me.
Why did you hate me?
You have 3 minutes to die.
Oh.
Let's go! Wait. Should we just do the longest let's go? See if we can make it last a minute. Where can I see how much is left of what?
That guy's name is the last name of the map we were just talking about.
Yeah, that's that. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm walking away.
Right, go away and have your cup of tea and then come back.
In the dunce corner.
That's how it started, isn't
Yes.
it? Okay, thank you. I've just caught up.
No problem at all, darling. Now should have your cuppa. Oh,
I did
Jesus.
to you tonight.
Hello, Brie. How are you doing? The guy got a loading screen icon over his head. Who? Oh, Judge. Yeah. Always does. Actually, no, that's stealth. Honestly, that's stealth. Stealth.
No, one has the loading icon, one has the buffering icon.
Oh, I'm right. See, look, it's stealth now. It's no longer stealth 6, it's stealth. Because every time you say stealth, first thing he says is Ah. Come. Oh.
What the fuck just happened to you?
I don't know. Does that? You know, I just let her have her own life. Yeah, be free once in a while.
That
50
was not English.
seconds! Woo! Get your ass in here! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
Should have been
god.
singing Iron Maiden at the 2-minute point.
I made my tea too strong.
I have a pack of digestives, some toffee crumble, and
Yeah.
some peanut butter brittle. Peanut brittle,
Bloody
whatever you
hell.
call it.
Can tell you've been on holiday.
Yeah.
5, 15, 14, 14, 15, 30, 30, 12. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday!
No drops.
Welcome,
Well-
folks, to the Operation Heavy Metal season reveal pre-show. I'm your host,
Our
Chris
job's there
Waters
now?
from the Ubisoft News Team,
Are they
and
there
in
now?
just a few minutes, you'll be getting the full look at Ram, the new operator, her boogie auto breacher gadget, and a whole lot more coming in Operation Heavy Metal. But first, we recorded a little chat with these fine fellows down here about some topics around Operation Dread Factor, the previous season. We're going to check in on how things are going, touch on a few topics before getting into the full season reveal itself.
Nobody
that
has
timer's
dropped yet.
telling you where we're at in
No.
the show, so stick around.
The drops are
We'll have a
alive.
good
The
time.
chat
And I'm
is
now
gonna
going to welcome Joshua Mills,
go
Associate
crazy.
Game Director. Joshua,
Everyone's
thank you for
putting
joining me
exclamation
today.
mark drops.
Hey, thanks for having
Yeah.
me. It's always fun to talk to you, man. Like, I mean, I loved it around SI.
I literally
so
just
good to
checked
do
a bunch
it
of
again.
streamers.
That's right. We had a
to see
fun
if they had
chat
drops
around
and nobody had them.
SI, and now Operation Heavy Metal's coming up, but we're going to talk Operation Dread Factor, and joining us as well, Mathieu Lacombe, the game designer.
Hello, mate.
Mathieu, welcome to the show.
Hey, mate.
Welcome. Thanks for having me again. Like,
We're watching
we
the
had a
reveal.
lot of fun last
Oh,
season.
yes.
And I thought that you invited me again, right?
We did. You did well enough. You got a
Yeah, we'll
return
step up the
invite.
normal one.
First, two-time pre-show appearance, Matt. Your current reigning champion. Let's hope you can keep up the streak. You better have some good answers. Just kidding. All right, no, seriously though. Let's talk Fenrir. Fenrir is the new operator in Operation Dread Factor, and I want to get y'all's read.
Another
how it's
20-minute
going,
wait, I know.
What's the deal with Fenrir in the current state of the game? But first, let's start off with a reminder of kind of the design intention of Fenrir. With this operator, what kind of role were you hoping he would fill with those mines, that
To be annoying,
vision
to be
obscuring
banned a
gas?
lot.
What was
so-
Fenrir's deal?
Yes.
Fenrir was an interesting operator, right? We wanted to have this quarterback kind of defender. Like,
Be broken
you
as
sit
fuck, yeah,
back,
thank you,
look
Hollow.
at everything's going on, you get the intel, you work well with the rest of the team, and then you hack and you improve the defenses depending on the information that you get.
Now, he has been active for the full season, and I want to get a sense of how it's going.
I really
What's his
hope they
pick
do bring
rate
back
like?
night
How are
maps,
you
I really do.
seeing him being played?
that'd be so
You
good.
know, how's he in action?
Really, we have players having a great impression of this operator. We have some calls that he's really good, be really interesting. But the data doesn't show that he's actually overperforming, which is great because when you pick Fenrir, you feel like empowered because you're doing so great. You have to
Warden is overpicked in
so he has
2
to be
weeks.
good, right? So that's
What?
how we're kind of with
Because he's in
it's
every game,
great,
so naturally
good,
it will be
good,
lower.
but not overflowing. And
Wow.
yeah, we have players that are enjoying this operator.
It's that 1.5
Yeah,
times
and
good.
he's really, like you said, that kind of
Yeah, it's the string won't be
manipulator
short,
in
that's
some
it,
way.
really,
He
isn't it?
really forces attackers to reconsider things. How are you seeing, beyond sort of the rate that he's being picked, how are you seeing him impacting players when you're watching streams, when you're seeing
Yeah, I
him in
don't-
action?
those
What kind
charts, I
of
swear,
playstyle
are
are you
fucking
seeing
lying
really
so many
shine
times.
through with Fenrir?
Wanna go, Josh?
Sure, yeah. So Fenrir, ultimately, when Fenrir's on the board and you know it, treading carefully is kind of the name of the game at that point because you're not going to be as effective at the gunfights that you think you want to take. Maybe you're going to swing it, and the next thing you know, maybe I should get back behind cover because I just got hit by an FNet. So as far as that goes, it is definitely cautioning players on what they're trying, like what kind of engagements they're trying to take, and kind of telling players, hey, you need to take a second, clear this utility, or find another way around this situation. We're seeing
And there is a
we're actually seeing
Fenrir
that
on the
as well,
board,
where
all you know is
FNets
you're
are being
dead.
destroyed at a good rate. People getting
Depending
caught
on
in it
them
are not
though,
being,
like if they're
it's not
shit, if they're
overwhelming that
shit and they
you're
place
caught
them in a
it and
shit
it shows up
place
through
and you're
the roof or
good.
anything like that. It's actually more of a deterrent than anything. So
Yeah,
all in
guys,
all,
go
I
check
think
out.
it's,
Yeah,
really
go check out the
stretching
merch.
players'
It's a
kind of playstyles
discount.
right now and kind of forcing
If you're a
players
sub to the channel, you get a
react to him
discount.
being on the board. Yeah, this
Woo!
is why his ban rate is probably a little bit higher as well.
Forcing
because
players
he
to
is
ban him.
significantly challenging, and we can see that with different specific operators that tend to, stop your entry. Going
Yeah,
quite as fast.
Gabban, yeah.
Now, you sort of talk about his impact with his allies, operators that try to slow down that entry. What are some of the, are you seeing anyone pairing with him? Are people kind of doubling down? Or conversely, are you seeing anyone picking certain operators to better deal with Fenrir?
I mean, we started the year
Whoa.
with Bravo, right? This is the perfect operator to counter
looks-
Fenrir as a whole.
Whoa.
We've seen some back and forth going on there. Bravo is still picked, still represented
clean
in
that
the
looks.
ranked match.
It looks
Yeah,
clean,
now
but
we
at the
have a
same
back and forth between
time,
those two. It's fun
but
to see.
bad at the same time.
Yeah, we were talking about Brava during the
Dude,
pre-show
not
last
touching
season,
this.
Matthew, and you were saying it was great seeing, you know, all the gadget interactions and people really stirring the pot, really mixing it up with Brava. And so this is interesting to see. They're kind of like a point counterpoint to each other in that they have that direct interaction, and they're the two operators we've had launch this year.
Was realistic, yeah, like
It's really fun to have.
it realistic, and then it did at the same time.
Like you have the first operator, then the second operator interacts with it. It makes the
Crazy, where can I watch this on the Rainbow Six?
fun for us to see
6
it.
Twitch.
And when the players like follow along, it's like it's a plan.
Thank you so much for following me, darling.
It's fun.
Absolutely. Now, Joshua, you were talking, sort of touching on, you know, it's challenging players' play style. Like you're forcing attackers who are tuned into this to either just, you know, knuckle down and take their chances in the gas, or to play around it, try to deal with that.
Has anybody ever
is this
seen
sort of in tune with
Fenrir
kind of
with the
overall
sausage?
operator design philosophy of how you're
Maybe
evolving
once or twice.
what people can do, what
No.
challenges they face, and how they deal with them in Siege?
Well, yeah, like in general,
Never.
Siege is all a game about either playing the other player that you're facing or trying to outthink them, outsmart them. I mean, the more we have,
my
that
God,
in the
secure
game,
area.
the more opportunity there is for
Well, that
players
was the
to
thing.
maybe take a fight
That's a
without
hint
just straight
for
up gun,
secure
like
the area
gunfight.
rank.
And that's really the essence of it. The more these tools are available,
Imagine
Oh.
that
the more
again.
they're able to
That
sway the
literally
way
was
the
how I
battles
got my
go,
class,
or at
was
least
playing
pull
secure area and
more
ranked.
advantages in their favor, or like you said, kind of force players to either deal with the situation you've set up or come up with their own creative solution on how to work around it. It's the simple thing of option. Like you're
I feel
not
like when security area
forced
was
to
in,
do it,
like
because
everyone
the-
played it other than
the
the
term
pro
forced
scene.
is
Obviously,
pretty
it was
strong.
fucking.
but it's definitely telling you want to take this fight this way.
Obviously.
I set it up this way, and that's your choice at
I
this
think I've
point. Or you
played
can do
secure
something
area
else.
since
So
the start. Like,
You can find another way around. Chat, let me know. I mean, this is pre-recorded, so I'm not checking it out right now, but I'll be watching. I want to hear, are you a go-around Fenrir type of person? Are you a take it straight on? I want to hear what y'all are getting into. Now, another segment of the community that I'm curious to hear about from y'all, pro players on the esports level, sort of that high level of play. Are we seeing
Oh, yeah,
Fenrir
I just
having an
saw that.
impact? I know that we're between majors, but kind of like, are you
I
getting
don't
a
know,
sense
Ubisoft
for
has all the
how
ideas and
those
concepts
pros
of
are
how they
using
want
Fenrir?
things to be played in Siege community, and it's just like, ha, I can go brrrr, honestly. Yeah, honestly.
It
It does go brrrr though.
claims
Really?
and some declaration of how good he will be. So I'm hopeful that we will see this soon, right?
Good.
And it's not going
Yes.
to be too long,
Really
folks.
good.
If you want to see Rainbow Six
Understatement of the
Siege
century.
played at the highest level of competition by the best teams, here's your reminder. October 30th through November 12th in Atlanta, Georgia, the Blast R6 Major will be airing, and you will get to see how's Fenrir being used by the pros. Is Brava coming in as a counter? What are the current strategies evolving at that highest level of play? You're not going to want to miss it.
No. No.
What?
Atlanta! Where's Atlanta?
America.
Oh my god, dice!
That is in fact us, yes.
Dice!
Now, a reminder, we are is part of the pre-show to the Operation Heavy Metal full reveal. You see that timer on screen. The full reveal is coming then. That's when you're going to be learning about RAM for Boogie Auto Breacher and everything else coming in Season 3, Operation
Why is
Heavy
her
Metal.
headgear
Before we
like
get there,
that
we've got another
bundle they
topic
did
to
for the
chat about.
Germans? Does
Another
anyone remember that?
operator,
Like,
Grim.
there was one with the
Grim,
4 eyes.
we saw part 1 of a Grim buff
And the
delivered
NVGs.
with Operation Dread Factor. The Kawan Hive launcher comes out faster. The bees deploy faster. They cover a larger area. They linger longer. Grim got a hard breach charge and a secondary option, the Bailiff, as well. So those are some buffs
Night
that have
vision
been
goggles are
happening,
cool.
and there's
Yo,
more.
where's the
Part
night
2 of the
maps?
Grim buff is coming.
Yo,
You're going
hint
to
to
learn
night
about
maps?
that in
Hello?
the season
Honestly,
reveal.
honestly, and
But
then
let's talk
ranked
about
casual,
part
I'd
1
fucking
first,
go for it.
fellas. How is it going? How have you been seeing this first buff
Also, I
to
wish I could
Grim
disable the
taking
bloody
effect?
subtitles.
So, in short, it's good.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I need
think
them.
that's the one thing that we can say with the data. Like we've had
Yeah,
100%
sure, if you want them, but I don't
effectiveness
want them.
with the gadget being used. That's awesome. People are actually catching people in the bees, and people are actually using the launcher to catch people in the bees. Like the fact that that wasn't quite there at release was a bit of a pain point, obviously, and like being able to actually get on that and start making those changes and make those adjustments is just great.
That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that you're starting to see those bees being used for their intel gathering purposes. They're like, I don't know, when those come around, I want to leave, but of course it puts you in that bad position of like, now people are seeing
Grim
you,
has
they're
been
watching,
useful.
are they going to get that angle? You're going to have more details on part 2, as I said, shortly in the season reveal, folks, but there's another topic I wanted to touch on here because this is a part 1 of the buff. This isn't a kind of like, okay, this is all we're doing for Grim, and now we're gonna see.
Oh, my tea.
You were communicating right from the get-go, like, we're gonna do this first, and we've got more coming. Let's talk about that kind of, is that a little bit of a different approach to an operator buff?
Yeah. So it's oh, sorry, Matt. I was just going to say
go
that
ahead. It's fine.
it's a fundamental change with how are kind of testing out different production things that we can do so that we can get things out to the community faster. It's about being more reactive.
Oh my
Putting
god,
certain
I would
styles
actually
into
rage
the
quit.
Content doesn't work.
No.
in a real sense, so being
I would
able to
actually
break
rage
these
quit.
things
I'd be
up,
like, I'm not playing with
especially
these
when they make
fuckers.
sense,
No, no, no,
because
no, 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 no,
sometimes
no, no, no.
Maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe we have to lump like put a bunch of changes together because of the amount of systems that are being put and being taken.
Gotta do that next time we play Consulate.
Oh my god. I'll happily do that
Just
strat.
stack
We've
yellow.
also seen this in the past. And
I will
we've tested
happily
this
do
where
that, but I
some
swear to
changes
god,
will
if
come
I
up,
have that
and they
back,
don't
I will
really make
actually just
sense
rage quit.
until a little bit later when
I hate
the bigger
going against
package
Clash
hits
enough.
with those extra changes, and you're like, oh, I see. Like it kind of builds.
That clip
towards
of the
it,
definition
and
is why
that
these
doesn't really
obs
make sense
suck.
to our
Yo,
community,
why
and
you
it's
gotta
a
be
lot
so
of,
mean, man? They're
head
just trying.
scratching
They're
at
trying their
different times.
hardest.
So it's better
They're just
in
trying,
a different
man.
way to be able to actually take the step back and analyze. Can we get this out faster? Is there a
I
way
don't
we can
think
break
those
this
ops
apart?
suck.
And Matt, is there something you want to add?
Yeah,
Just the
exactly.
utility stack of those
Doing
specific
video
ops
games
sucks.
is complicated. You have audio, you have modeling, you have animation. There's so many
Elamine
departments
time,
touching one
Elamine
thing that you
time,
have as a user or
Elamine
one player.
time.
So we try to put it as little
Elamine,
bundles so we can
Elamine.
give it to the players as quickly
Nah,
as
Legion
possible.
Mine would do more.
This is a great example of this. So we
Put the pressure on.
heard the community didn't like have the best performance with Grim, so we did try to react as fast as we could, and that meant doing some
Oh,
packages so we
fucking, I
could
don't know
deliver
what they're
it
on
as
about
soon
now.
as possible.
Very cool. Yeah, it's interesting to. It's always
very
interesting
cool.
to chat with y'all about kind of the ways.
I'm lost.
We know that Siege, as you said, Matteo, is incredibly complex, as are all video games. But the ways you're looking for in terms of like optimizing and adding that efficiency of how you get these things into play, how you get them into players' hands. It's always fun to get some insight into that.
Whoa,
So I
good
really
shit,
appreciate y'all
Plats.
sharing that info about Grim. And folks, you're
Wow,
going to learn a
good
little
shit,
bit more
Dev
about
Dominic.
some more changes coming to Grim during that
Well,
full season
saying
reveal
plays there.
when that countdown timer is out. And it's actually getting pretty close. So before we wrap it up here, I wanted to touch on one more thing from Operation Dread Factor, the observation blocker. This was a new secondary gadget added, of course. It blocks camera vision, really help defenders kind of evade the prying eyes of attackers. And do you have anything to kind of, I know it might be kind of hard to get like kind of hard data on that, you know,
What's up,
how many times
Red?
did people try to look through when
I've
there
been
was someone
listening
behind
to
it?
the
I
trying
don't know how y'all's system works. It's so complicated.
No, I
But
meant the
is there anything you can tell us about how the
operators.
observation blocker is working out, what you're
Fine.
seeing when people use it?
Hello. Calm
Like,
down.
currently, it's the
Calm
quick
down,
reaction
it's just a
movement, it's a method that
It's
isn't favored
okay.
like in a lot
They're
of
listening to
intel
Kids
gathering.
Pop,
So
okay,
obviously the
it's
counter to intel gathering
fine.
is a bit off. But players that pick this device, they do it frequently, not like I would say quarter of the time.
It's fine.
That's the amount of the
It's
crit that we have. But it doesn't impact them
It's
negatively. Like if you
fine.
pick this over barbed wire, you have the same kind of win
I
rate.
am so ready for bed, I'm not gonna
seems to
lie.
at least be doing the job. which
Oh
is
my
great.
god, they're using band,
it's
like,
a-
the gadget noises and the
Also a
music,
very
that's
fun
sick.
tool. Like I've seen
Did you
some
guys
crazy
hear that
videos
little,
online
like,
of people
change? The
using
first
this
one was
for
like a
awesome
lion
setup,
scan,
like
that one was a
combining
bandit.
it
Oh
with
my god, that's actually
operators
smart, I
trying
need
out some new
that.
stuff. So really fun to
I
see how
need
the
that.
players
Oh my
take
god, I
this
need
tool
bed.
and
Jesus
appropriate
Christ.
themselves with it, right? You know, like making this their home.
5 minutes, hurry up, please.
What do you think, Joshua? What's your take on observation blocker? When you
Why
see one in the
is it
round,
like
how are you feeling
that?
about it?
You stupido!
I mean, I
You
drone, so
stupido, you
I get
baka
terrified when I see them 'cause I'm
desu.
just like, I'm gonna lose my drone.
Who
like, I'm
uses
gonna
it?
get
Tell me who you. Whoa.
To me, it is part of that. Like, I want to know the information before I push that room.
I don't know how I feel about the observation boxes.
It tends to
I'm fine with
put
them.
me
I
more
like
back for a
them.
little
It's
bit
just
when I
really
use it,
fucking
because, like I said,
annoying when
it's not-
when I
it's a little
use
shy on
them.
the pick rate
They're
right now, so
gone
when you do
like
see them,
that,
you're
like
okay, whoa,
gone.
all right, this
But then when
person's-
someone else
what are they
uses
doing?
them,
Like,
oh my
there's
god,
something
they
going on.
guard them with their
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. So,
life.
but all in all, the
I lose my
really
Twitch
cool
drone,
part
I'll
about it
lose
is
my
that we
Bravo
see
drone,
that
I
a lot
can't
of those
shoot it.
combinations and a lot of,
Boom.
like the success that people are having, or like
In
they're coming up with like, really
delegation!
unique ways and trying to use it. And
But yeah.
I don't want to say use it and abuse it, but like you
On
get
this
the
5 minute,
idea where it's,
honestly, I'm
if I
fucking
can hide
dying
my
for
Meister
bed.
cams behind it, which we showed in the
I'm
original
so
reveal,
dying for
like,
bed.
we see that, and that's a lot of fun to do. But at the same time, I think it's early. Like really, like it'll be nice to see, and we'll see how that evolves over time and
Sorry.
how people like put that into their strategies and like kind of their kit as we go on.
For sure.
come
For now,
on.
folks, you
I
heard it
wanna
here.
see
You
Boom
get the
Boom.
little mental edge on your enemies when they see you pick the observation blocker. And then, of course, the Blast R6 Major in Atlanta, Georgia, coming
someone's
October
butt.
30th through November 12th. We're going to get to see if the observation blocker makes a bunch of appearances there and how those pros put it to
Whoa,
work.
Mr. Pickles.
Gentlemen, this is the end of our time for
He
the
did not get
pre-show.
away with that.
I wanna
Yes,
thank
sir.
Josh
Names of their
for
own
taking the
dads.
time to chat some of these
Who's getting
topics
play
through
clearance
with
to
us. I
me?
appreciate it,
Mr.
man.
Pickles pop
Thanks.
off, baby.
It's a lot of fun. Like I'm not a pro like Matt at this, so
Why are
like,
they
I can
censoring the
definitely tell
names
I've
of
been
their own
looking at
dads?
YouTube more than the camera.
Because
but it's
this
been
is
fun.
actually
I
in
really
a
appreciate
game
the opportunity, and it's always-
These are
it's always
people
been
they
nice
don't
to
know.
come
They don't have permission to show their names.
in a little bit more relaxed and casual format. I really like that. So
You did great, man. We're gonna get you
Oh
back.
my God,
Don't
they
you
said something
worry
toxic in
about
the
it.
chat.
And Matteo, the two-time pre-show champ, my guy. Thank you for coming on back. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I love doing like those informative kind of thoughts.
Oh, so it's like clips
The
and
more the
devs
community
and, like,
knows
just
about what we're
randoms as
doing,
well.
the more like they can get behind it.
And like high level streamers.
It's fun to have our stuff like all together, have this kind of moment. Loving it. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, my friend. And folks, speaking of the more the community knows, the full season reveal for Operation Heavy Metal is imminent. But first, the world premiere of the Operation Heavy Metal anime trailer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, it's Tower.
Sick.
Keep those legs moving, Tanzaya.
Mommy.
We need to improve our time to make the cut.
This looks sick.
Oh, it's Tower?
Oh, yes.
Nope, Vigil's dead.
Vigil! Vigil, come in! No answer! The weapon's cache! We...
No!
Oh, she can't whip them, she...
Kibana's dead.
Oh.
I like it. Oh my god, where's Vigil though? Where's Vigil?
Oh my god.
That was the most anime thing, yeah.
Vigil. Chop her down.
I like it.
Oh.
Ah! It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
What is this count?
To the actual
There's
reveal.
a new LMG I seen there.
Yeah, show the element.
Was it? I thought it might have been
And then
Spheres.
RC. Yeah, I think it was.
It was definitely a different one.
Oh! What was that? 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 What's that? What's that?
Concept art.
No, I'm panicking.
I swear I saw a map. I saw a new map. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we
And
fucking
welcome
go.
to Operation
Why am I
Heavy
actively
Metal.
3 seconds behind
I'm
you?
Camille Salazar-Hadaway, here to present the lineup for Year 8, Season 3 of Rainbow Six Siege. To kick off the show, here's Creative Director Alexander Karpazes with an overview of the season.
The Rainbow Six Siege team is
Hello,
proud
mate.
to present Operation Heavy Metal. It's coming with a new operator Ram coming from South Korea. She's joining the Red Hammer
Oh,
squad
she
because of her
cute.
destructive capabilities. With the season as well, we're bringing meaningful changes to the balance of the game, and the way that you play. The playlists are going through some change as well, with the new game mode coming to arcade. We have a new tutorial system for all the new players jumping in this season as well. All of this plus a commendation system to reward other players. And we have much, much more to share with you. So please enjoy.
Enjoy.
There comes a moment in every attacker's life when they think, how am I going to deal with that deployable shield and the traps that surely lie behind it? How do I choose which section of the floor to open up? How do I keep the defenders from hearing what I'm up to? Well, the operator with the answer to all of these questions is Ram and her Boogie Auto Breacher. You want to know more? Stick around.
Wow, the destruction.
While Ram is getting tuned up for her headlining performance later in the show, we've got some opening acts here to reveal new features and updates coming your way.
Absolute
We'll
fucking
start with the
turbo
commendation
Dyson.
system. A new and rewarding way to recognize your
Your back
teammates.
pocket.
It's Thomas
Like the spotter who set
engine.
up great
Hold on.
drone cams.
Let me get the
Or
Uber
the
out.
text chat champ who stayed
Imagine
cool
that
when you went
combined with,
down
like, Buck.
3-0. UX designer Roland Poe will tell you about it.
Everything's getting opened up.
So the goal of the
Ram,
commendation
Sledge,
system
and
is
Buck.
to showcase some of the positive aspects we have in our game
Soft walls.
and allow players a new way to interact with one another and highlight those positivities. At the end of a match, players will have the opportunity to commend 2 of their teammates in up to 3 different categories. You can be commended for your dedication, so for being an engaged and reliable teammate, for being on comms, using
I own
pings.
2.
You can be commended for your guidance, so for showing leadership, for being helpful, and you can be commended for your
Yeah, but the thing
valor,
is, it was going to
for being
come. We all
positive,
requested
being fun
it
to
because
play
the thing
with,
is, all we
and
can
just
do
a
is
great
fucking.
Siege community
Yeah,
member. Also,
all you
you
can do
have
is
the
complain about
opportunity to
people,
vote to commend
right?
the other
But
team
then,
as
like,
worthy opponents.
everyone's going to get
If you had a
banned.
fun and
Because
fair
all they're
and
getting is
fulfilling match
negative,
against them,
you know?
this is a great way to spread positivity, not just within your team, but throughout the entire lobby.
Yeah, but
Players who
most
have been
not all the
frequently
time.
commended in their recent matches will be considered
Not
to
all
be
the
on a
time.
streak, and will have a dedicated
Most
icon
of the
placed
time,
next
either
to
a
their
3-man
name
or 4-man.
in places like the player profile panel, the in-match scoreboard, and player cards. And
Yeah, I
for
think
players
it's
who are on a
fine.
streak, they will also receive an increase to their Alpha Pack drop roll rate at the end of every match they have whilst the streak is active.
Roll rate.
But the benefits aren't just for players on a streak.
Oh,
Every
Alpha
single
Packs.
player who is engaged with the commendation system will receive a mid-season Alpha Pack drop of epic rarity. In addition to that, the top 25% most commended players at the end of the season will receive an Alpha Pack drop of legendary status. So
Hey,
during
people,
Year
the
8
follow,
Season
welcome
3,
on in. Hope you're
we're
having a
also going to be
sexy Sunday, my
updating the
darling.
Reputation Center. We're going to have a new page that's all about commendations. You're going to see how many you've received,
I don't
in which
know.
categories, the status of your streak,
There's
and the
nothing
Alpha
even on
Pack
the stream
drops.
itself. There's nothing.
Also, we've heard your feedback about the reputation system, and we know that you're looking for more information about how to achieve the highest
Thank
reputation
you for the
standings.
follow. Well, come on
That's
in.
why
Hope you're having a
we're
sexy
also
Sunday,
having
my
a
darling.
dedicated page that's going to show some of the key negative actions and behaviors that can impact your reputation standing. So it's important to note that at the
that's
beginning of the
cool.
season, your commendations will not affect your reputation standing. However, in a future update, after some monitoring, we're going to hook the 2 systems together, meaning the number of commendations you receive
Can we get love in
will
chat,
start to
please, and new
impact your
follows, by the
standing.
way?
So we're looking forward to getting this into your hands, to seeing how you engage with it, and together, making the Rainbow Six Siege community the best it possibly can be.
Now it's time to talk game modes. Operation Heavy Metal is bringing changes to Quick Match and Unranked, plus that brand new arcade mode we mentioned earlier. Game designer Robert Cole and gameplay programmer Albert Val are here to tell you more.
As we announced during the year reveal, we wanted to make changes to Quick Match in order to make it faster and more accessible. But we realized that we needed to make some tweaks to other game modes in order to fit those changes. The main objective for the changes that we're doing to Quick Match is to make it faster, not only by reducing the overall match timers, but also by reducing the waiting time. And additionally, the other main objective is to allow players to focus much more on the action. Now, in order to focus on the action, on the defender side, we're introducing a new system called pre-setups. Now, pre-setups are a pre-deployment of reinforcements and rotation holes at the start of the round. We have designed two variations for each bomb site, which will be chosen randomly at the start of the round, and they will cover the most reinforced walls, but also leaving agency for the players to use the remaining ones as they want. Now, for attackers, we're also introducing a new system called Attacker's Protection, which basically consists on a 10-second invulnerability phase at the start of the round, which will allow for a much safer approach to the building. In order to make Quick Match faster, we will be making changes to all the round timers, from the planning phase to the action phase. We're also taking the chance to make some tweaks to the matchmaking algorithm, which will now find matches much faster. Additionally, since we had to make some changes to some of the maps for the pre-setups,
so
we
when
will
they
be
go
launching
into
this
rank,
season with
they'll
a
have an
reduced
idea
map,
of where
which
to
will be
run.
expanding in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's only for
We
quick
know
play,
that this
so
new
like,
direction for Quick Match is
it
pushing the
doesn't affect
playlist
ranked,
into a much more quick
so people
and
can't
casual
really
place.
complain.
And that's why we will also be
On
making
the
changes
official
to
page right
Unranked,
now, people are
starting
like,
by the
L
name of the
and
playlist.
No and shit like that.
We're changing
Tactical!
Unranked's name
These
to
players don't
Standard,
know
Oh,
what they want.
Standard,
that
what?
fits our
They do,
playlist
but they don't.
ecosystem, being
Yeah,
a midpoint
let's
between our
be
most
honest,
competitive
none
game
of
modes
the,
and our most
50%
casual
of
game
them
modes.
probably don't even play casual.
The main changes that we're doing to Standard is removing map and operator ban phases, so that players can play all the content without restrictions. We're also changing the overtime rounds to 1, to not drag the games for far too long. With these changes, Standard will now become the go-to place for players who want a classic Siege experience, without jumping to rank. But also a place for players who want to try out the new operators with the removal of the map and operator ban phases. These changes will bring a much stronger identity to these playlists, and we are confident that players will enjoy them.
Was that two times on the R4C?
Last season, we introduced the Permanent Arcade playlist, a place for players to play our previously released arcades, such as Golden Gun, Snipers Only, or even new ones like Free for All. We received an awesome feedback from you throughout the season, and we want to keep the playlist fresh and engaging. So, we're introducing a new arcade called Weapon Roulette.
It's like
Weapon Roulette is a
very
team
nice.
deathmatch game mode where all players have the same
Game,
weapon.
innit?
But
What's that game?
Yeah.
there's a
More
twist.
fun.
This weapon
Gun
is
game.
changing to a random new one every short amount of time. So get ready for chaotic and unexpected gunfights. From carry snipers to short-range shotgun, it's gonna be crazy. As well, it's a place for newcomers to learn about new weapons and attachments. And
Please
yes,
don't give
you're gonna be
R4C
ready
two.
for
Was that
season
two
release, so
times? Am I
have fun with
tripping?
your
I swear
friends
that
in
was
the
at
new
two
game mode.
times. It's actually a fire game mode.
Frost, Fuse, Grim.
Yeah.
We have news to share on each of these operators,
And the
as
thing is,
well
with the
as a
quick
big
match,
update
I'm
on
fine with that.
shotguns. If you've
With
ever
the
run a
quick match,
shotgun
I'm fine with
shotgun
it.
against one, you're gonna want to hear what
Because like the thing is,
Master
like it
Joshua
is hard
Mills
for new
has to
players to
say.
actually like learn shit. So I don't mind that with the quick match.
So shotguns on Siege have not been the most reliable tool for our operators, and that's one of the things we wanted to address. So we're actually kind of overhauling the entire weapon class. There are a couple shotguns that will not be
That was
included
an
in this
what?
update,
Are
but
you-
those are the slug shotguns. Focusing on all the rest, there are significant changes coming. If we want to look at a template that really signifies where we're going with this, you can look at Smoke Shotgun. And that is actually the foundation that our amazing weapon expert Matthew Lacombe used. So broad changes that you can expect with the shotgun rework are far more precision when you're ADS'd, far more destruction when you're not, and even more destruction when you're moving and not ADS'd. And some of you already know this actually works, and I've been doing it with the Bailiff for some time.
Yeah.
Well, we've actually taken that feature and expanded that across the rest of
Yeah.
the shotguns. We don't want anything in the game to ever be a non-option. So at the end of the day, shotguns are going to be far more consistent and a viable tool for you to bring out on the field.
So they're all good at making rotates. now.
Fuse's charge can chew through and reinforce wall and then start deploying on the opposite side. So we extended that a little further and
Oh,
said,
no!
why can't we do
Wow.
deployable
No!
shields?
It's going to be able to
In
do
some
it on
cases,
also
even a
shields.
talent shield for most.
Oh, that's
No!
The goal here is versatility, allowing players to adapt to the environment that's been set up around them.
fucking
So
evil,
whether that's
man.
deployable shields
Oh,
out, or you have
no
also on your
way.
team helping you
That's
Smash it and then
evil,
go-
that's lovely.
extreme destructive
I know the
capacity,
shield
but
in,
at the same
just
time, it's a
shatter it,
high
and infuse behind it.
Why though? No one asked for this. No one asked for that.
In part 1, we really
But it's
focused on the
funny,
efficiency
come on.
of the
Like, you're
launcher.
never gonna
That
see this
as well
used, but
is a
it's
little
funny.
bit of
No,
his
that's
kit.
true.
One of the main
This is
contention
true.
points of Grim in general
The
is the
nichest
face
thing
check
ever.
for
That's
intel.
just cool,
You have
you
to
can
point this
bounce them
launcher
off
and put
walls
yourself
and
in risk in
second
order to
Yeah.
actually take that shot. So the second part of the buff is actually to add an alternate mode to the launcher. This new alternate mode will allow the player to actually bank canisters off the wall or off a surface instead of directly sticking to them. This allows more play and allows you to get them in trickier spots. We want to reward players that have a plan, and just like our other operators with their alternate modes, like Sophia and Capital, Grim will have the same
where the fuck did that
functionality,
go?
being able to select what type of canister is going to come out of that launcher the second you shoot it. So the Frost change has been a hot topic for us since its reveal.
Oh my
and one of
God.
the big things we want to get across here is that the fact that a player can end up helpless in our game has no space there. We do not want that. And that's one of the steps that the Frost change is trying to do.
Have you
where if a
played
player
fucking
finds
ranked?
themselves on a welcome mat, they have options. Options are, I can pull that off myself with a severe debuff. I'm probably not going to survive that anyway. But at the same time, I can also have my friend come and help me out. At that point, you will receive no debuff for doing so because they
Okay.
safely remove the trap from you. This is exactly how it works in live and also sets up for the scenarios where Frost can get a 2-for-1. So the big thing about a player being able to take the Frost trap off of them,
Okay,
at least on the
that's
lab
fair.
TS, was that it
Yeah.
wasn't severe enough. That people were able to do it too quickly. We're taking it from 2.5 seconds all the way up to 4 seconds, also including a far more severe debuff. That debuff will last up to 60 seconds and reduce the player all the way down to a walking speed while still leaving that blood trail and making all the vocal calls that we
What's with the
have seen
different
on the
colour
lab
blood?
TS. I'm super
Thanks,
excited
but,
about season 3. There's a lot of
To
stuff
let
packed
the
in there. The
defenders
shotguns alone are
Thanks,
a
could have
massive
been way
package.
more
Beyond
effective
that,
just
it's our
to get
collaboration
it
that we've
back
already
that
started
quick.
to establish with the community in a far more tight-knit way. And I really appreciate that, and I'm thankful for that, and I can't wait for what we're going to be able to do together as we move forward.
Yeah, it's
In
cool.
Siege, there are a few things you'll need to keep in mind when you're playing your first match. New tutorials focused on the core mechanics are coming this season. Let's get the details from game designer Victoria Vera.
Oh, I had training.
As we mentioned in the Year 8 reveal, we will have not only new playable tutorials, but a fully fledged new first-time user experience that aims to make
Oh,
newcomers
that's the new
feel more
map.
guided through their journey through Siege.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying.
We will have 3 new tutorials: Basics, Attack, and Defense,
Looks
that
like old
aim
fucking
to make
Hereford.
the newcomer feel more confident while playing their
Isn't it?
first Siege match.
In a pit.
The first tutorial will be
Like,
Basics.
yeah,
In
like you
Basics,
see
we will
like
be covering what makes Siege
Apex
truly
and Valorant,
Siege.
all of
We will
them.
make a
Yeah.
special emphasis on core
Portfolio,
mechanics
so
such
this is
as
gonna be good for
leaning,
newcomers.
verticality,
More
secondary gadgets, unique
tutorials.
abilities, and so on.
Wow.
The other 2 tutorials will be
Newcomers.
covering the asymmetrical
Yay.
nature of
Gonna
Siege.
play all
So
of
it will
these.
be Attack and Defense. So the Attack
I'm gonna get
tutorial
the
will
quickest
cover how to
time.
win around
I'm
the zone.
gonna
Frost isn't
grind
gonna
this
be
We'll be
renown.
covering the mechanics needed for doing so, which include how to drone, how to enter the building by grappling, how to destroy
An
defender
AI
gadgets and cameras, how to use
Dummy
tactical
man.
advantages such as breaching, defusing, and finally eliminating all opponents.
That
Yeah.
camera was moving as well.
So the defense tutorial will be serving the same purpose as the attack one, but this time as a defender. We'll be covering mechanics such as
The
reinforcing,
thing is, you gotta
barricading,
think,
how
right?
to
The
prepare a
option's
good
there.
setup, and other
But a
mechanics that are
lot
needed to understand how to play as a
of
defender,
people
such as
will not
electricity.
sacrifice
So after you complete the tutorials,
their
we will be
health
rewarding
and
10
their
more,
ability to
5 on attack
run
and 5 on defense.
to make themselves
We do
up.
have plans for the future. We are preparing the new AI Defender playlist, in which newcomers and their friends can play Siege matches in a more safe
we're on
and
season
controlled
2?
environment before starting their journey in the
Why are we
PvP
getting another
space.
Syrian operator? What?
That's this
When we talk
operator,
about
dum-dum.
player comfort, we're not talking about your gaming
Why
chair.
though? There's already
We're
2.
talking about all the little things that make playing and watching Siege that much better. In this season, we're giving you the option to remove the HUD while using FreeCam. And that's not all.
Oh, that's
Creative director Alexander Karpazis is back to tell you more.
Last season, we introduced free cam in the match replay. And this season, we're bringing an update. We're allowing you to remove the HUD from the replay
Like
cam
Tarkov,
so that
yeah.
you can capture the
You shouldn't
perfect
be forced to
moment
grant when
and
you
use
limp,
that
yeah.
in any of the content that you're making. So this
So
feature
typical.
is
Some
also
changes are really
coming
good,
to
some
the
are really bad.
spectator mode.
I don't mind
Free
it. I
cam
like
plus
it.
hide UI
I don't mind
will
it.
be
Like
one
it is
package
like
for
a
all
like.
spectators.
Hey, by the way, if you
For
pick
us,
yourself
we're really
up,
excited to
you're
share
gonna
these
be
tools with the esports
you're gonna
scene.
lose a lot
This
of
will
shit.
change
If
the
you
way
let a
that
teammate pick
people
you
will
up,
be able
you
to
won't
watch
lose
the
shit.
matches play out
So
in real
a lot of
time.
times
We
we're
can't
not
wait
gonna be
for you to have a new
screamed.
perspective on those pro matches. With the latest update
You know?
coming to free cam, that means there's going to be a new way for all of you content creators to capture what you want the way you want it and share it with the world. Another quality of life update that's coming that's very near and dear to my heart. We've all had that one squad mate who went to grab a sandwich an hour ago and you want to kick him from the match.
Yeah.
Now you can. You can kick and promote in your squad
Oh.
now. So starting Season 3, Operation Heavy Metal, you'll also be able to read patch notes from the game. So if you ever want to refer to them, you don't have to go anywhere else but in-game to check them out. Our patch notes are the place to go to whenever you want to find out the real details that are changing each season and each patch that comes within the season itself. So now you have a permanent home to reference whenever you want to see what's up.
Changes are coming to Operation Heavy Metal Battle Pass to make it easier for you to target the rewards you want. Here to explain this update is Business Strategy Director Mohammed Ben Hanada.
It's still gonna be shit.
Late last year, we released the new Battle Pass system. We've received a lot of good feedback from you, the community. The two major points we want to work on for the next coming seasons is the discoverability and the navigations. So for the discoverability, we're introducing the Intro tab. The Intro tab will give you an overview of the main rewards to unlock during the seasons. So this is going to come up in Year 8, Season 3. And as I said, during the upcoming seasons, you'll see more and more improvements on the discoverability and navigations. So stay tuned for that.
Now, the time has come for destruction. The time has come
That was
for
a big
chaos.
nothing of a statement.
The time has come for RAM. First up, we'll have concept artist Sunshine Kim sharing insights on the design and creative vision for this operator. Then we'll go to director of gameplay design Jeremy Carver and game designer Justin Larange Aluwalia for details on
my
Ram's
Ram.
gadgets and how she'll be wreaking havoc in the field.
Ram best waifu, Ram best waifu, Ram best waifu, Ram best waifu. Fuck you, Rem. Fuck you, Rem. Ram, Ram,
Ram's
Ram,
unit, an all-female unit of the South Korean Special Forces, is really competitive to get in. As we research and learn more about this unit, Tarantula/Taeho unit, we all agreed that this character should look absolutely badass. Ram's gadget is rather mechanical than high-tech. So it was a natural choice for us to make the design more gritty, more grounded, which I know that a lot of our fans have been asking for. Her night visions, camouflage, combat shirts and pants, these are all general aesthetics that we borrowed from South Korean military.
That's cool.
And then we went through
I like that.
redesigning process on top of that to give it more uniqueness, to make this character really memorable and stand out.
So RAM is part of Red Hammer. So the capacity of destruction of this device is limited. With this operator, we are introducing the biggest troll ever made in Siege. The buggy needed to be very
It did not
heavy
look like
and
an
bulky.
R4C.
We have two rotating shredders on the bottom to destroy
Somebody in
floors
Twitch chat just put
and
smash.
rotating saws in the front to smash walls. Finally, to increase the sentiment of chaos, we decided to power this device with a combustion engine.
Oh my.
Fucking blew up.
Boogie to go.
Ram's gadget is the Boogie Auto Breacher.
Boogie.
These are
you can
massive
check it in the bag,
tools of
by the way.
soft destruction.
No, that looks
Ram can throw these boogies from pretty much anywhere. So behind cover, she can also do this while rappelling. And as a matter of fact, if she were to throw one of these through
Oh
a
my
barricade,
God,
it would
smash it
smash
through the
right
barricade.
through, though a castle armor panel will withstand the impact. Once a boogie has been deployed, Ram can activate it from anywhere on the map. She does this remotely, just like you would with Thermite or Fuse. At any point before activating her gadget, Ram can use the alternate mode to switch her trajectory. She can choose between having it move directly forward or curving it to the left or to the right.
That is
These
cool,
alternate
man.
modes can be very useful to deal with situations, say, around a corner without having to expose yourself.
Oh, look at that.
A great example
So
of this
smooth.
is Blue Elbow in Oregon Basement.
Yeah.
is really designed
If you were doing it there on elbow, you'd have to swing that because they're going to try to shoot you, aren't they? So they're not going to be.
Ram's first primary
R4C.
option is the R4C, which you may recognize as Ash's
He's
signature
R4C.
assault rifle.
But she gets the
This
two
weapon
times
is
on
great
it.
for aggressive pushes onto sight and those quick engagements. And to help Ram with the longer range aspects of some of her engagements, we're giving her
She had a
few extra
2.0.
high-powered scopes.
Look!
Alpha September.
For players who prefer
2.5.
more of a
That's a
suppressive
2.
fire approach, Ram also has access to the
It'd be
LMG.
after
2 times scope on
This
the
weapon's
R4C.
massive magazine and
It'd
fairly
be
good
after the major,
recoil
no?
make it an excellent choice for players who just want to hail bullets
Yeah!
and
Oh
sustain
shit!
pressure.
Yeah!
So Ram's
And,
first
so-
secondary
oh my
option is
God.
the Mark 1 9mm. For more aggression players, this is going to be very useful in a gunfight, in case you ever run out of bullets in your primary. Ram's alternate secondary is the ITA-12S shotgun. This is a great choice for players who really want to double down on that destruction aspect of Ram. So Ram is a 3 health, 1 speed operator. She is an unstoppable
that
force.
makes sense.
She's there to take position and hold
she should be
constant
with that
pressure on
kit.
the enemy. And that extra health is going to make sure that whatever the defenders throw at
Do I
her,
need a
she's
shotgun?
not going
Hell
away
no.
anytime soon.
Imagine
So
trying to play
Ram's secondary
kitchen
gadget
first time
options
with that above
really
you.
once again allow players to focus on either aggression or destruction.
See,
Her first option is
Oh my god,
flash
I swear to god, you
which
guys
is
tried me. That was the 2 times on the
fantastic in a
R4C.
gunfight
You
to
did, but
really
you saw
push
it. You saw it in the
down
top
on
right.
those defenders. Alternatively, Ram has access to hard breach charges. At her simplest, Ram
No,
is a
it's the time
fantastic
switch.
vertical operator. Unlike operators like Buck or Sledge, she can do her destruction from relative safety. We're hoping that players who are perhaps a bit wary of doing
She's
vertical play
ultimate support.
will really
She's
take to
ultimate
this
support.
and
Open
experience
all the
this
map
absolutely core element of Siege's
So she
gameplay.
gets
No one
full.
gets grenades
Ram is
anymore,
also
yeah.
great
Gosh,
at
look
destroying
at
a lot
that.
of gadgets that you would typically find
Oh,
in those narrow
yeah.
corridors
See
and
that in the room.
choke points, making it a very easy push for the attackers. More experienced players may notice that remote activation, alternate mode, and also the sheer sound that this gadget produces are all tools at their disposal to come up with much trickier strategies.
It makes space as well.
Ram's Destructive Chaos
So that's
is a
like good
really
for-
good smokescreen for operators who have gadgets that have very loud sound cues that
Right, I
defenders
can
will
see those
typically want
fuse
to pay
charges
attention
bouncing
to.
up and killing your
Examples of
teammates
this
for
are
the whole.
Fuse, Amara, and just about any hard breach operator. Imagine trying to bandit trick a wall when the ceiling is being torn out from above you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look at that.
Operators like Flores, Brava, and Twitch all really want to get their drones on site to deal with
That's
enemy
too much.
utility. And
See
the
the first
boogies
match we
can
play, we
absolutely
all
help
need to
them do
go
that.
drone
The
operators.
easiest way to counter Ram is simply to
Yep.
outposition her.
Five-star
And she's
drone
not exactly a
squad.
quiet operator. Some operators, especially stealthy ones like Caveira or Vigil, can really take advantage of that. Even though Ram's boogies are bulletproof, they're not indestructible.
They're
Explosives such
bulletproof.
as C4 or impact
C4s
grenades
grenades,
will
yeah.
destroy boogies
Oh
immediately.
my god.
Boogies also have a large red
Yeah,
canister on the
that's-
rear that, just like on Mira or
Nice.
Osa, can be shot
Oh
to
my
destroy it.
god.
Though Ram's gadget is mechanical once it's activated, before it's
being
been
on the back
activated,
of
it's
gonna be a
electronic,
fucking bitch to
meaning it
destroy.
can be jammed by a well-placed mute jammer, or also detected by Solace. The absolute chaos
That's
and destruction
enough
that Ram brings to the
slices!
battlefield is so much fun.
Oh my god.
We've had a blast testing her out, and we're hoping that players have that same experience.
This head like Solus, bro. Oh my god. Oh my
If you go
god.
over the hatch, does it drop through the hatch and carry on going?
Season
That's
tester
cool.
for Operation
I
Heavy
think
Metal
it does, yeah.
starting
I didn't want to know
next
you
week.
anyway.
Put Ram's gadgets through its paces and start working on your counter strategies.
That's so
And
sus.
remember, whether you're on the test
Laura.
server or in the live game, reporting issues you encounter to R6Fix will give you a chance to earn some neat rewards. Now, before we wrap up, there's one more thing. And yes, it's a new elite. Please welcome to the Elite Club for the first time, Thunderbird.
Oh.
Nah, this looks good.
You're kind of chilly.
I'm getting that. I don't even play it that much anymore. I'm getting it.
Very similar to the
Easily
Frostborn,
sold.
man.
Yeah.
I'm already bought. I've already bought it. Pre-order.
Tamer of the White Pebble.
Yeah. Well, they are both from Canada, so you can't really